Korean netizens call for HYBE to be investigated. BTS and HYBE have been accused of chart manipulation. HYBE releases a statement addressing these rumors and accusations, and BTS's alleged adult magazine plagiarism. Recent developments in the judicial arena have rekindled worries about prior accusations of chart manipulation, commonly referred to as sajegi, involving BTS. Court papers recently accessed by local reporters reveal that BTS's management company, HYBE, previously Big Hit Music, faced allegations of engaging in illicit marketing techniques that were acknowledged during court proceedings. Back in 2017, an individual known only as Mr. A was sentenced to 1 year in prison for extortion. He threatened to publicize documents he claimed demonstrated BTS's involvement in illegal marketing unless he received a significant financial compensation. Mr. A managed to extort a total of $47,000 through 8 separate incidents. Mr. A contended that he had been employed to conduct online marketing for BTS, and driven by financial hardships, he resorted to blackmail using the documents he had obtained. He accused BTS of partaking in illicit marketing and chart manipulation, allegations HYBE has continually refuted. HYBE's legal representatives argued that the so-called illicit marketing activities highlighted by Mr. A were in fact normal online viral marketing strategies. They maintained that Mr. A's accusations were an independent claim and unrelated to their contractual advertising services. The company further pointed out that the payments made to Mr. A were personal decisions by the artist management to safeguard BTS's public image and did not constitute an admission of wrongdoing. However, the details in the court documents paint a different picture, indicating that the information Mr. A threatened to reveal actually pertained to unlawful marketing activities conducted by HYBE. It was revealed that Mr. A masqueraded as a third party who had hacked an email and acquired illegal marketing data, which he then used to extort the victims. Legal analysts observing the case noted that the court's decision explicitly refers to illegal marketing, suggesting that such activities did occur and were recognized by the court. According to Article 26 of the law regulating music industry promotion, any act of buying or inducing others to buy music recordings to artificially increase sales figures is classified as sajegi, a criminal offense that could lead to up to 2 years in prison or a fine of up to $16,000. Amidst these revived allegations, HYBE is reportedly gearing up to take legal measures to protect BTS's reputation. The company has identified several organized efforts to damage the group's image and continues to deny any wrongful conduct, reaffirming its position from 2017. This situation introduces an additional layer of complexity to the hurdles that K-pop artists and their management teams face in the fiercely competitive music industry, where claims of sajegi have consistently surfaced. The latest updates regarding allegations of chart manipulation involving BTS have ignited significant debate across various online platforms. On April 29th, court documents that were accessed by local news agencies revealed accusations against BTS's management company, HYBE. The allegations suggested that HYBE had engaged in illicit marketing strategies, which were explicitly acknowledged during legal proceedings. HYBE has steadfastly denied any involvement in chart manipulation through prohibited marketing methods. However, the evidence presented in court appears to contradict the company's denials. This development has caused a stir among Korean netizens who have expressed their outrage and disappointment in various online communities. Comments from the community reflect a range of emotions, from embarrassment and disbelief to calls for a thorough investigation into HYBE. Some have voiced hopes that the BTS members were unaware of the manipulation, clinging to memories of the group's genuine surprise at their success. Others have demanded an official statement from the label, lamented the perceived injustice, and expressed a strong desire for the truth to emerge about the allegations. The sentiment across these discussions is a mix of shock and a collective feeling of betrayal by the management company. On April 28th, rumors started circulating across South Korean social media platforms and community forums, suggesting that HYBE was involved with a cult, engaged in concept theft, and more, amid its ongoing dispute with Ador's CEO, Hee Jin. HYBE responded to these allegations by stating to the South Korean media outlet, Sports Donga, that they would investigate the matter further. In a twist, HYBE has also accused Hee Jin of plotting to gain independent management rights of Ador, appropriating sensitive and financial documents, and granting access to these to unauthorized parties. The company initiated an audit and directed her to resign from her role as CEO. Hee Jin refuted these claims and held a press conference that only intensified the controversy. HYBE later expressed that they would not react to Hee Jin's statements and urged her to return the informational assets and comply with the audit immediately. Amidst these corporate dramas, allegations have surfaced regarding HYBE's supposed ties to the cult association Dawnworld. Bang Si-hyuk has been accused of disseminating its messages through music groups such as G-Friend and Les Seraphim. Connections have been drawn by netizens between Dawnworld and HYBE due to Lee Sung-hoon, the founder of both Dawnworld and the Global Cyber University, a school where 6 of the 7 BTS members have obtained their degrees. Nonetheless, many K-pop artists opt for elite universities like this due to flexible admissions and online classes fitting their busy schedules, making any direct association between BTS's educational choices and Dawnworld appear speculative. Dawnworld's belief system posits that humans and gods are a singular entity without individual identities, worshipping the goddess Mago. This belief has reportedly influenced HYBE's promotional strategies for their music groups. An ex-user highlighted how the name Mago from Dawnworld's lore appears in G-Friend's last album, Walpurgis Night, and its leading track, Mago. They suggest that HYBE's decision to disband G-Friend on May 1st, coinciding with Walpurgis Night, a night associated with witchcraft, and debut Les Seraphim the following day, symbolizes the transition from witches to angels, allegedly spreading Dawnworld's messages. This claim has drawn significant attention online, with the post receiving nearly 60 million views and over 25,000 reposts. These controversies have left the fandom divided, with some suggesting Hee Jin's departure was due to the company's rumored cult affiliations, while others suspect a smear campaign from her supporters against HYBE. Global Cyber University has declared its plans to pursue legal action in response to recent claims suggesting its involvement with a cult. On April 30th, the university communicated its intent to undertake robust legal measures to counteract what it perceives as malicious defamation. This statement comes amidst ongoing discussions on platforms like YouTube and social media, which have linked the university to a cult organization, raising concerns about BTS members who are alumni. The university's founder, Lee Sung-hoon, was previously the president and is associated with the religious meditation group Dawnworld. However, Global Cyber University has clarified that the BTS members joined the university through normal academic processes. They pointed out that BTS members were recruited by Big Hit Entertainment through auditions in 2010 and debuted in 2013. Their enrollment either preceded their debut or happened shortly thereafter, which the university argues makes any association with specific organizations unreasonable. Furthermore, the university has expressed concerns over social media posts that could tarnish the reputation and undermine the hard work of its faculty members, who have been dedicated to advancing student education and welfare for the past 14 years. They are committed to taking decisive legal action against the spread of misinformation that could negatively impact the university, its current students, and its alumni. Global Cyber University was established in 2010 and is recognized by the Ministry of Education as a 4-year remote learning institution. Notable alumni include Suga, who enrolled in March 2013, RM and J-Hope, who joined in 2014, V and Jimin in 2015, and Jungkook in 2017. All mentioned members have obtained their bachelor's degrees from the institution. Both Global Cyber University and Big Hit Music, the agency managing BTS, are actively addressing these malicious rumors. Big Hit Music has recently addressed a number of grave accusations aimed at BTS, strongly refuting the claims and announcing intentions to take legal action against those violating the artist's rights. In a discussion with Star News on April 28th, Big Hit Music asserted that the allegations were unfounded and declared their plans to initiate legal proceedings concerning any infringement on the artist's rights. Regarding the historical court ruling that mentioned chart manipulation allegations against BTS, Big Hit Music conveyed their ongoing commitment to investigate the validity of these claims. Additionally, through a statement on Weverse, Big Hit Music voiced concerns over what they described as an orchestrated attempt to defame and slander BTS. The company denounced the malicious slander, the creation and spread of rumors, dissemination of false information, and the indiscriminate insults and mockery directed at the artists. They emphasize that these acts are seen as serious infringements of the artist's honor. To address these issues more vigorously, Big Hit Music plans to engage an additional law firm. They are currently monitoring malicious posts aimed at the artists in real time, collecting them as evidence to ensure that the perpetrators face strict consequences. The company affirmed a zero-tolerance policy, indicating that there will be no leniency or settlements for those involved. On April 25th, Fast Company released an exclusive interview with Adore CEO Hee Jin, during which she discussed her collaboration with BTS member V on his album Layover, amidst her ongoing disputes with HYBE. She revealed that, unlike NewJeans, V was not focused on streaming numbers but was driven by the desire to create meaningful music. Hee Jin has been at odds with HYBE, who accused her of attempting to secure independent management rights for Adore and improperly sharing HYBE's financial data. Despite HYBE's demands for her to resign and their initiation of an audit, Hee Jin has denied all allegations. In her interview, Hee Jin spoke about her involvement in V's project. She recalled how V approached her to collaborate on his Layover album, which features tracks that are not typically commercial, including the title track Slow Dancing, that concludes with a lengthy instrumental outro. She described the project as an artistic venture that allowed them both to explore music creatively without the pressures of commercial success. She explained that her decision to work on this project was risky, especially since it was a one-time collaboration, and she was already committed to NewJeans. Hee Jin emphasized that her goal was to create enjoyable music and leave lasting memories for V, rather than focusing on commercial metrics. She expressed a hope that NewJeans would eventually reach a point where they too could prioritize artistry over commercial success. V's debut studio album Layover was released on September 8th through Big Hit Music, featuring a mix of tracks that reflect his artistic vision. In a separate interview with W Korea on September 22nd, V shared that he was inspired to show a different side of himself in this album, similar to what he admired in FX's Pink Tape. He appreciated Hee Jin's sincerity and expertise during the production process, describing her as a warm individual. Hee Jin, who had a significant role at SM Entertainment before joining Adore, has been influential in shaping the identity of several major K-pop groups. In her discussion with Fast Company, she also touched on her aspirations for NewJeans, hoping to create an environment where the members can make enjoyable memories and learn to lead fulfilling lives, noting their 7-year contract as a pivotal period. The K-drama, Youth, eagerly awaited by the BTS fans, is set to premiere in April. This series, a collaboration between HYBE labels, Charakbam Media, and Finger Labs, was initially slated for a 2020 release, but was postponed to November 2023, with a final premiere date now confirmed for April 2024. The anticipation among fans is palpable as the launch approaches. Youth draws inspiration from the BTS universe and features characters based on the BTS members. The first episode is set to debut online on April 30th, 2024. The series will be available on a unique streaming platform that eschews the typical monthly subscription model for a pay-per-episode approach. With current pricing, each episode costs over $30, totaling more than $90 for fans wishing to view the entire series. The narrative begins with Seokjin meeting 6 other boys, each struggling with their own personal issues. As the group forms, they learn to support each other, navigating through their challenges and finding strength in their unity. The initial episodes delve into the origins of the boy band, focusing on how Jin's encounter with the other members leads to the formation of BTS. These episodes also explore a tumultuous period in the group's history, including personal trials faced by the members, a near disbandment when J-Hope considers leaving, and their rise to fame through relentless touring and hit songs. The story of their first world tour will also be highlighted, illustrating their path to global recognition. Another accusation has surfaced in the South Korean entertainment industry, targeting HYBE's Bang Si-hyuk over alleged concept theft, a claim also made by Hee Jin concerning ILIT and NewJeans. This new claim involves BTS and their successful project, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life. Duri, an editor for the adult-themed magazine Zuzan, has taken to the social media platform X to allege that Bang Si-hyuk appropriated the soft but romantic concepts for BTS's photoshoot for The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Anxiety from her magazine's style. Duri recounted an encounter with Bang during the early days of BTS, describing how he reached out to her seeking guidance for the group, which was struggling at the time. She mentioned that Bang was looking for a fresh and appealing direction for BTS and came to her for her expertise in avant-garde themes. During a casual meeting, she shared her ideas with him, after which, according to Duri, Bang used these concepts for BTS's next album without further acknowledgement or compensation, aside from a meal. The album, according to Duri, featured the group in a soft but romantic style, which she claimed was pioneered by her magazine. She also mentioned that the same photographer who had worked for her was used for BTS's shoot. Later, Duri heard Bang using the exact words she had given him during their consultation, yet she received no recognition or proof of her contribution. She expressed her disappointment over the lack of acknowledgement and the disrespect shown to creative professionals in the industry. The most beautiful moment in life, PT 1-inch marked a significant shift for BTS from their initial aggressive hip-hop style to a more nuanced expression of youth and its challenges, contributing to their rapid rise to global fame. Duri also shared that she later applied to join HYBE's art department, prompted by Bang's encouraging response. However, she claims that she never heard back from him, a silence that added to her frustration. Reflecting on her experiences, Duri expressed her resolution to keep her ideas to herself, lamenting the frequent disrespect for intellectual property in the industry. These allegations have reignited as Duri commented on a video of Adore CEO Hee Jin's press conference, stating that she had held on to her grievances regarding the stolen creative ideas for a long time. As of now, HYBE has not responded to these claims,